Houston, we have a mother trucking problem. The last time we saw you guys, number one, we all didn't look this handsome. And number two, the Philadelphia Phillies were not in the World Series. Let's hear it for the Phillies, boys!
Oh, yeah!
Let's go
yeah.
Titans! Titans.
Oh, yeah!
World Series, we called it. We'll get into it in a second. But real quick, I just want to highlight this real quick.
Oh, yeah. Let's go, the Phillies. They're going to go all the way. Houston, you have a problem. You have a huge problem. Oh, yeah. And the Steelers do too. Oh, yeah.
And then what is your costume, Jack? I mean, it kind of looks like another NFL team, but I'm interested to hear this.
Yeah, it was Cowboys. They lost last week, so I thought I'd just come on and pull Cowboys out right now.
Oh, you look like a dumbass, I was going to say. And I mean that in, the most complimentary way possible. But as a Cowboy, I have to say that. Then we got my arch nemesis here the other night, Batman. What Batman are you, Tom? What Eagles Batman would you say you are?
I don't know. Can you even hear me in this thing?
Yeah, we can hear you. You don't sound very intimidating like Batman. You don't sound like your parents died in a well or anything, or you're depressed. You sound like pretty upbeat.
Tom is smart Batman.
Yeah. I'm intelligent Batman.
Tom's count the beans Batman. And then me? Oh, sorry, Tom, go ahead.
Oh, I was about to say, I can't see a damn thing with this thing on my face because the eyes are up here on the mask, but my actual eyes are here.
Can't see a damn thing, Batman.
Got a big forehead.
Yeah.
And then, like me, I'll put it on in a second fully, but I can't type and do all the things, so I need this hand. So just pretend like I'm half Spider-Man, like a Harvey Dent type vibe maybe, and we'll get there. And then I want to welcome our special guest of the night, Little Chuck Charles. How are we doing tonight?
Worried about the Phils. Very worried.
Why are they worried?
I got that special thing, Spidey sense.
You can't be worried, Chuck.
I got those Spidey senses.
You know what? Have confidence, boy. Oh, yeah. Come
Hey,
on.
Philly sports guy, what time is it for right now?
It's game time. Yes. Or trivia time, I believe.
No. Phillies.
Oh, Phillies time. Oh,
Time for Phillies talk with Bob Tommy. Ginger Stitch.
Yeah, no, I want
Take it.
to apologize to Tommy. Tommy, I know I was giving you a lot of shit for Red October, but this has been a great last 2 weeks for Philly sports, and it's been a long time since the Philly's been in. So sorry, Tom.
That's a win.
It's okay. It's okay, Doherty. It's okay. I'll forgive you just one time. Hey, but Dutch, guess what? Because it's Red October, and guess what the Phillies kept doing this past week? They kept dancing on their own this week, Dutch. They kept doing it. We have Bryce, the third leg Harper, who apparently every time he comes up just has a dinger. Like
Just piss missile.
Puts him ahead every time he comes to the plate. We got Wheeler, who cannot be stopped. He's the Madison Bumgarner of this postseason so far. All right, he's pitched the majority of the Phillies innings this year. Just like Madison Bumgarner, he's willing to do whatever it takes to go out there. Dude took a freaking line drive off his leg on Sunday and still went out to pitch 2 more innings in the rain, which the MLB should be ashamed of themselves for what they put Sir Anthony through on Sunday. That inning should have never started. And Rob Manfred is still the worst commissioner to ever exist. It's even worse than Roger Goodell. At least Roger Goodell grew ratings. That's at least the one positive thing he did. But we're here. We are fuego. I was there Saturday. The crowd is electric. This city is no longer a football city. It's a baseball city, Jack. That's what this town is. This city, we always have football. Football's always a constant in this city. But you know what? When baseball's going good, this city explodes. People are happy down. And the birds are chirping. World peace is breaking out in Philadelphia. The world is a better place.
Hold up. You can't say world peace is
Phillies
happening
are
in
on a roll.
Philadelphia because anytime a Philly sports team wins, that's what happens. So it's not
I know,
just
a major recession. I've seen that statistic a million times. And you know what? Bring on the recession. We were going to have it anyway. Hey, just bring it on at this point. At least let me have some joy.
Guys, this shit all started back in May when we got rid of somebody. I heard it on the news the other day. They said the Philadelphia Phillies are a spiraling effect for the rest of Philly sports right now. And honestly, I couldn't agree with that point more. I think that that's a great point. I think it all started back in May when that guy you're sitting right there, not in the seat, behind the second most famous guy in Philadelphia right now, behind the Fanatic, I would say, Philly Rob. It's all thanks to him. He turned this franchise around, and it had a momentum effect on the rest of the city. It had a momentum effect on the Eagles, and then the Eagles spiraled it to the Flyers. The Sixers are going to pick it back up soon. We will get there and talk about it later, but it had a momentum effect on this city. And one thing I want to highlight for the accountant in the room, the Philadelphia Phillies are playing with house money right now. Houston Astros, you do have a problem because we don't have anything to lose. And there's nothing scarier than a team in sports. I don't care if it's baseball, football. I don't give a shit if it's freaking shuffleboard at the nursing home. There is nothing more dangerous than an athlete or a person or an opponent with nothing to lose. The Philadelphia Phillies should not have been here in the first place, and that's exactly why they're going to beat the Cardinals 5-2 in this series and win it in Game 7. It's going to be a battle. Look at that stat right there, Tom. Number 4 in payroll. The Mets couldn't do it. Yeah, JJ. The LA Dodgers couldn't do it. The New York Yankees.
Yankees lose.
Regular season MVP, am I correct?
Yankees lose.
The MVP hasn't been announced yet, though.
Anyway, yeah. The point is, Phillies aren't supposed to be here. And they knocked it out of the park, and I can't wait to see what they do next.
Yeah.
You know, I'm going to the game, I think, on Halloween night. It's going to be the
You got tickets? How did you get tickets?
I looked at them like the day they got the World Series.
They were like $1,500 the day they got in the World Series.
No,
he did not get them for that.
You got tickets? You actually did?
Well, I'm waiting on somebody, and they may be going now. But anyway, I'm excited.
Oh, so you're not actually.
No, he doesn't have tickets.
I said I might be going.
He does. Tom, does he have tickets?
No.
Give it to me and Tommy. Give it to me and Tommy. We deserve it.
I was at work next to him when he asked. I'm just saying. He's going to have people scrounging on. I don't think he has extra tickets for other people. I think that he might be somebody else's extra ticket by the sound of this equation. Right, Tom?
If you're talking about Dan is the extra ticket.
Aaron Judge to the Giants. Oh, my God.
He's going to Islanders.
I'll see it when I believe it. But does anybody have anything else does anybody else have anything else that they want to say before we wrap up from the Phils?
Hey, Mets fans.
Clinton in Houston.
You're crying, Mets fans.
At home.
Yeah, the Mets fans are crying, and one Mets fan specifically, JJ Seglio. Sorry, you're a depressed Mets fan. But let's just be a depressed Sixers fan for a minute. KJ McCoy, I brought a special guest for you tonight. I'm just gonna hop off. I'll see you guys in 5 minutes. But tell them why they should fire him, KJ.
It's time for Doc to go, man. It's so time for him. It's like really time for him to go. I don't know why you can't win those games. Yo, what's up? There he is. There he is, my boy. I don't know why you can't beat these teams. I mean, I know the Celtics was tough in Boston, but I was at the Bucks game, and that was a treacherous. I mean, that was a great game to watch, but at the same time, the results didn't come out from what we wanted it to. And Brook Lopez was shooting wide open threes on us and went like 5 for 5 on threes. We just let a bunch of shooters open and wide open shots, and it really got me ticked off for sure. And we lost on a wide open 3 from Wesley Matthews. And then the next game we had was against the Spurs, and we let them just run all over. I mean, just let them walk all over us. So, and then I know we beat who was it? The Pacers. Yes, we beat the Pacers, but you know what? I am not sold on Doc Rivers. I think Sam Cassell will be way better in this kind of system, and honestly, he will bring the best out of these players because Doc is not right now.
I mean, okay, so yeah, they're not having a good start to their season at all. We all know that, but keep in mind it's the beginning of the season, so most of these teams that tend to be good towards the end of the season or mid-season, they start out pretty shaky. Like the Warriors, they're starting out pretty shaky. They just lost to the who did they play last night?
Suns.
Yeah, the Suns. So I mean, I think we can revisit this like mid-season and see where we're at, because right now it's what 4 or 5 games in the season, so you can't really expect a lot. And we have PJ Tucker, we have all these new add-ons to the team that we're trying to work in our system. So
Right.
I don't want to say get out of here, Doc. I just want to see where we're at mid-season, and then we can revisit it for sure.
Jordan, you're completely right. Also, sorry guys, my internet was a bit messy coming in. I agree completely. I mean, look at the Celtics last year. I hate to compare us to the Celtics, but they were crap mid-season. They were like power ranking number 8 last season in the East. They were not doing good, and then they made it to the finals. You know what I mean? So the first 4 or 5 games is not a good judgment. Like, yeah, they look crap right now, sure. But we also had a bunch of add-ons, additions to the team. So they're not going to work after 2 weeks of camp. You know, like it's not going to work that fast. They're going to learn by playing other teams, not a practice squad. So Pacers wasn't a show of talent either. Pacers are not a good team. We should have gotten Halliburton. I still think he's a great talent, pleading for a good team right now. Spurs was a bad loss. I'll agree. Right now, I got the Raptors game on. That's a bit of a disappointment too, but they got some good.
What I heard.
They got some good players too, and that's the thing. A lot of these teams have great players right now. We're seeing teams fall that should not fall, such as the Warriors last night. Big loss. You know, Clay getting ejected. That was crazy. It's just the beginning of the season. We can't really make a judgment yet, but we're seeing some good teams rise up. You know, it's looking crazy. Trailblazers are looking good, surprisingly. I thought they were going to be crap.
Pelicans are looking good.
Greg, going off of that,
What's up?
you know how you're saying we can't make judgments already?
Yeah.
I'll make one judgment. He's the Joe Girardi of the Sixers.
Exactly.
Who?
I agree.
Doc?
Yeah.
Yeah, he needs to
Yeah,
go.
Thank you.
Doc
Thank
needs
you.
to go. I mean, he's making some bad decisions.
He wants to live in an era that used to exist, and he's just trying to play whatever. Like he doesn't want to adapt to the new system at play. It used to be, get a good few plays in and have a center who's absolutely dominant, and you can win it all. You have to be able to shoot at 3. He doesn't have a system for really like 3-point shooters. And he's not really adding a lot to this team.
He's not, and we do need someone else. I agree with that. But the one thing he did do right is, and so in the beginning of the season, he went up to Harden and he was saying, based off last season, he was like, listen, like, I know that you came in not trying to be a ball hog and trying to be a passer and be like a team player and everything. But he told him, he's like, you got to realize, like, your performance has come from you being selfish. You know, and he's right. Like, we see Harden holding the ball more. We see him passing less. We see him taking more aggressive shots like he used to in Houston. The thing is, he came to East and became too much of a team player. We all wanted that, right? That's what you want in a player. But the thing is, we tend to forget is that Harden is a good player solely because he was selfish and played well selfishly. And he's been doing great in the games. Like, yeah, we've been losing games, but have you been seeing Harden's performance? It's better than the end of the season last year. He's making more threes. He's making more far away threes. He's making and one threes. Like, you know, he's really putting in that work because he's being selfish and doing what he did in Houston.
Right. And I mean, last year he just got put on the team mid-season. So, like, you know, he was getting used to the system. So I think right now that, you know, he's definitely what we expect him to be. He's playing a lot better than he did last year. But we'll see. I mean, we have a lot of alpha personalities on this team right now. And I mean, in the long run, it's not going to be good because everyone is going to want the ball. Like you saw with the Lakers when Russell Westbrook took that jumper and LeBron James got in a fight with him because he wanted that shot. So like, there's a lot of alpha personalities on this team that I don't think is really good to have. But I mean, we'll see what happens.
I just don't think you can win a championship with Doc Rivers as a head coach. I just don't see it. I mean, I know he won a championship in Boston, but I just cannot see him winning one in this era. I just can't. So that's my thought.
You know what? If that comes the truth, then they'll fire him mid-season and get a new coach if they need to. Hopefully, it be a Philly style. Halfway through, fire, get a coach that'll take us farther than we've ever seen. Make Tommy real happy.
That'd be nice.
And real quick, before we move on, Greg, thank you, as always, for coming on to talk Sixers. We appreciate you. And the costume. You look sexy as hell. Is that a sexy cowboy or I'm sorry, sexy dumbass? Sexy dumbass.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Jack's a sexier dumbass, though.
Appreciate it.
See you, dude. Appreciate you.
Love you.
As always, guys, you know what's next. We're going to talk about the Flyers. But before we jump into that,
time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia with your host, Jack Dalton, the mayor of Delaware.
Oh, wait, what are we doing?
Trivia, baby.
Trivia.
Sorry. My trivia for the night. Dalton couldn't find any Halloween games for the Eagles, so the one I came up with tonight was if I can find it. Right here. Sorry. The question of the night was John Runyon was the U.S. representative for New Jersey's 3rd congressional district from 2011 to 2015. Right? True or false? True or false? John Runyon was the U.S. representative for New Jersey, 3rd congressional district from 2011 to 2015. And we will get that answer after, towards the end of the show. Also, want to thank you, Fantasy Football Sports, for sponsoring this ad. But yeah, so that's trivia tonight.
Perfect. And then I actually brought in a special guest. I know Jack and I don't watch a lot of hockey. I know KJ doesn't, so I'll definitely take Jack and I off. But just for the sheer chemistry, I might keep Chuck on with KJ. But Jack and I are going to hop off for this. But fellas, if you're a Flyers fan, it's a good time to be a Flyers fan. Tell them why, Tommy.
Because they needed an Italian. John Tortorella, my paisani, hey.
Tortellini.
We got Sirianni with the Eagles, leading them to 6-0. We got Tortorella. He's leading them to what? I think they're 5-1 to start now. Hey, it just took an Italian, Dutch.
It's Italian.
And
Gabagoo.
but okay, in all honesty though, they needed somebody who what the Sixers' problem was and became the Flyers' problem. They're a young team that needed discipline instilled in them, and which I have no faults with the way Alain Vigneault coached last year. I don't think that it was his fault at all. I think Chuck Fletcher put all the blame on him, and he unfortunately just became the scapegoat. But John Tortorella, he's done a phenomenal job so far. I've hated him up until this season because he's always been on the enemy. But I can't fault what he's doing for my team now. So I love the guy, Moods change. As the situation changes, my mood changes.
Oh, he's making the young guys look good. Like, he's making Travis Konechny, JVR, Noah Kate, Jackson Kate. Like, they're all getting the opportunities to score a goal. Carter Hart, phenomenal. Sandstrom, he's been all right. I mean, the 4-2 start is very well. We just haven't been doing the best against the good teams like Nashville and Sharks. Oh, I do want to say though, what's his name? What's the defenseman name? Tony DeAngelo. He's been phenomenal this year now for us.
We don't stand Tony DeAngelo because of some of the things he said.
Yeah. I'm Harper, man. I'm Harper.
So I won't I won't give him any credit where credit's due, just because he needs to earn his way back into my good graces.
Yeah.
Do you guys actually think, let me ask you a question. Let me pose a question to the two diehard Flyers fans. Do the Flyers actually have a legit chance to be a playoff team this season and shock a lot of people, or is this just a Cinderella beginning of the season? Tom, you can go ahead first.
I think it's a Cinderella beginning of the season. They have a lot of young talent. Carter Hart is an absolutely amazing goalie. And has never had any defense in front of him. That's the problem. However, I think John Tortorella could coach him up a bit. Like, he's a good coach. He's been around the league. He knows what he's doing at this point. He's won a Stanley Cup. However, the young guy, and don't get me wrong, the young guys are on fire now. However, they haven't played a full NHL season yet, which is a long grind. It's an 82-game season. Before I get into they're a playoff team, I'm going to respectfully back off because we saw what they did come March last year. All of a sudden, they had to skate a little longer after the AHL was done. They called up a bunch of these guys once it looked like the Flyer season was pretty much over, and they didn't have the legs anymore. I'm sorry, but they got to prove it to me that they have some legs to last the full season. And they really showed last year they did not have what it took to last the full season.
Chuck?
This year, I'm going to say no. Because usually the Flyers have an injury bug every year. Once someone gets hurt, like Ryan Ellis, who is currently hurt, Sean Couturier gets hurt.
Has he played for us? I think he's played 2 games for us.
Dude, he only played last year for half the season, and I don't
even remember that half.
Yeah, I don't think he's a good addition for us. The only thing I do like about this team is John Torts, and he's just been a good coach right now. I just love him right now. He's actually making the guys like the game right now. Unlike Chuck Fletcher, he's a moron who fired AV, but, Chuck Fletcher.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
Yeah.
Family dumbass. No, I'm just kidding. The freaking Flyers, dude. John Tortorella, at first I was with Tom. I kind of thought that he was kind of all talk, like an all bark, no bite kind of guy. You know what I mean? I've heard a lot of true Flyers fans, and the one thing I would say is I've heard a lot of passionate true Flyers fans say this guy is an interim coach. This guy's a guy that comes in, you have young guys, he kicks their ass for 2 years, gets them in shape, gets them disciplined, and then you have another coach that comes in and helps them win the Stanley Cup. Fuck that. John Tortorella, you're a dog, dude. I can see it. Prove all these critics, prove all these Howard Eskins wrong, and come out here and just keep winning hockey games. If you go out and you keep winning hockey games and you make the playoffs and you give this city something that they didn't expect, everybody in this city will back you. Everyone in this city will back you, John. So, personally, as a fan from the little bit of hockey I watched, I love the attitude. And I don't know if he's got a stick up their ass or what, but whatever the hell it is, it's working.
Yeah, we did beat a top 5 team right now of the Panthers and the Lightning. Even though it's a regular season, beginning of the regular season. If we can keep that up with the scoring by down by 2 points, if we keep them doing that, we're going to be good this year, but I don't see that's going to happen. I don't see it. Because the injuries are going to kill us.
Yeah. But anyways, we'll bring you back on soon, Chuck. Appreciate you.
Yep.
We'll bring you on for another Eagles segment at the end. We're going to do our fantasy football breakdown now. And I'm going to let Jack go ahead and tell this story.
Let's start with the highest leading score. So we had a slump of the Pittsburgh Feelers. Going 0-3, and now they're 3-3, and they are.
Wait, I made a comeback? I thought I lost this week.
Wow! Holy crap! You won by 1 point.
Wow!
I was down by a ton. Oh my god! I did win.
By 1 point.
I lost. I did lose.
No, you.
Did he use the wrong? Did he use the wrong graphic?
Anyway, I
didn't make this graphic.
Wait, so he actually lost?
Yes, I lost.
So
wait, are the rest of the scores accurate, Tom? Before we go ahead and finish this segment, because we'll just wrap it if not.
Let me hold on. It's loading. League. scoreboard. Sorry. Let me see here. Do we have
If that's the case, I might have sent Colin the wrong screenshot too, which
that's
could very well be it.
Yeah, those are the wrong scores.
It's all right, but look at the thing on the right side. That's correct. Ignore fucking everything else. That's the rankings for the East and the West. That is accurate. I promise you that.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jackson.
We got Tommy in first place, head honcho in the East. We got Josh in second place in the East. Dan is in third place, even though he's had a God squad. He said he's going to win this league. He's not looking too hot. We got Dalt in last place because his team's kind of ass.
I literally have Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers. I started out 2-0, and I looked today. I'm on a fucking 5-game losing streak. Do you know how much that fucking sucks? Maybe there's just not a correlation with the Philadelphia Phillies being good and me being good at fantasy football at the same time. It's like it can't fucking simultaneously happen. It's like, oh, the Phillies are going to the World Series. You just got to fucking take one for the team, take one for the city of Philadelphia, and let your fantasy team just fucking drag their fucking dick through the dirt.
Well,
I'm obviously upset.
We got on the West, round out the West, we got the Monarchs in first place. We got PITTSBURGH Feelers in second place. We got your Wilmington Wolves, your beautiful host here, right here, Jack Dorden, in third place. And then we got Bartledew, AJ Holland in last place. AJ Holland is kind of blowing. You know, he had a hot streak against probably the first 2 weeks and kind of just lost every single game since then. So I'm coming for KJ. I think I play him in like 2 weeks or 3 weeks. And I'm not sure. Are you still undefeated there, KJ?
No, he's not. A certain someone broke
Oh, because we didn't do last week. So yeah,
freaking players did not perform that day
because
so.
Delco is better than Montco.
So that was.
I can't say that now because he beat me. So.
I did.
Yeah. I think mid-season we got to do like whoever in last plays on the East and West. We got to do a punishment mid-season.
Oh yeah, punishment for sure.
So that'd be a cool thing that we can do on the show. But that is the fantasy for the 302 Birds podcast.
Thank you, Jack. That was perfect. Real quick, we didn't do any call-ins tonight, but I do want to highlight a very special thank you and a very special brand.
What do I want when I'm in the state of Delaware? Of course, El Diablo Burritos. Customer service always is serving your food with a smile on their face, asking how your day is, but their food is phenomenal as well. Their burritos are out of this world, one of the best burritos in town. Their queso is phenomenal. Their burrito bowls are amazing as well. When you're in and around Delaware, stop by your local El Diablo Burritos and tell them that 302 Birds sent you. God bless. Go Birds.
I'm so excited.
So let's talk about what happened last week and our bye from last week and how about them Cowboys?
This one's missed chances in Midnight Green. So this is, I know we signed Robert Quinn today, but let me ask you something, Jack. We could have had a white boy at running back. Would you have loved Christian McCaffrey in the Eagles jersey, or did you think that they gave up too much?
Gave up too much, and also we don't need a running back. We have a good core 3 running backs right now, and CMC has been plagued with injuries since he's been in the league. I mean, this is his first year when he's healthy. So I don't think we missed out on that trade at all. I think it was smart. And he wasn't going to ask for a lot of money as well. And I know next year we're not going to have that much cap space, so we have a lot of players we have to pay. And I don't think we can pay for CMC. And Miles Sanders is playing really well this year, so I'm glad we didn't get him. Yes, it would have been nice to have him on the team, but I'm glad he's on the team. And then Robert Quinn, I think he's a good pickup. He's going to be a transitional player. He's not going to start, but he's going to have a nice rotation on a D-line. So I mean, I saw that like 2 hours ago, and I'm happy that we got that pickup for sure.
Would you have rather had Brian Burns, or do you think that we would have had to give up so much to get Brian Burns that it's wiser to just go get an older guy with experience?
Yeah, I mean, it was wiser to get an older guy. I think it was smart not to get a young guy. This guy's going to give us a good few games here and there, and maybe he's out after the season, but I'm glad we got him. And then I'm guessing who's that, Kareem Hunt, or is that
Kareem Hunt.
Well, I think I'm not sure. I don't think we need a running back right now. I don't think we need a running back.
But Kareem Hunt, it's interesting to see how Kareem Hunt makes you stop and think because it's a power back. I hear your point. It's not necessarily that if the Eagles do bring in a running back that they need a north or a east-west running back, they need a north-south. That's why I think if they're going to bring in any running back, I think we'd all agree it better damn well be a power back. I don't want some other east-west guy. Christian McCaffrey's a phenomenal player. I agree. But Miles Sanders is enough for what's going on right now. I agree with that.
Yeah, no, I think if we were to go with a running back, like you just said, we would want to get a power back. But I think we're good for now, for sure. I mean, we didn't need any like pickups for our offense. I mean, our offense is pretty good this year. Defense is our, sore point in our team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was a great move to get Robert Quinn. I mean, he's a oh snap! It's right here. It's right here, kind of.
Yeah!
Oh yeah! Woo! Let's go.
Show
We
him the
got my
mohawk.
father to see me live. He's here. I hope you're proud of me, Father. I hope you are.
Show him your mohawk, KJ. He went all out. Look at this PSG. I think you got a winner right here. I mean, the mohawk's there. It's just like spray painted in the middle, like down a stripe because, I mean, you can't ask KJ to shave his head. I mean, maybe you can. Maybe on Halloween. Who knows?
I might. We'll see. But yeah, let's get back to the topic. Yeah, I also heard some rumors that we're trying to maybe get Alvin Kamara, but that's just some rumors. But yeah.
Look at the comment.
Oh, jeez.
What the F?
Hey, I'm waiting for my Eagles hat, Cowboy Chris. I'm waiting.
Oh!
I'm waiting. So I hope they didn't lose in the shipping. But yeah, let's get back. Just get back to it. But yeah, Kareem Hunt. I think honestly, yeah, I don't think we really need him. I do like Miles Sanders right now. I think he's playing with a lot of confidence. I don't really see us needing to upgrade on the running back situation right now. I mean, if we do get Alvin Kamara, are you kidding me? Yeah, take him. But Kareem Hunt, I'm not so high on him, to be honest. But I would like Alvin Kamara. That would be a slam dunk move. That'd be great.
Yeah, I think that's a great point.
We could be. It's probably not gonna happen. I saw memes of what's his face. Never mind. Go ahead, Tom. I'll think about it.
I don't think we missed any of what you call it. There wasn't there a report earlier this week that a team inquired and the Panthers wanted 3 first-round picks. Like, I'm sorry, there's no one in the league right now that's worth 3 first-round picks.
Whoa! Not Mahomes?
No.
So Tom is like the old school MLB baseball.
You need more than one player to win a Super Bowl. Oh.
Yes, but certain players are worth 3 first-round picks. Like if you told me
they're
I
not.
could give up 3 first-round picks right now for Micah Parsons, I would be like, hey, Cowboys, can I send you a Christmas card too? Anything else to thank you for fucking that up?
Name me one player from other than Eli Manning from the Giants Super Bowl against the Patriots, the year the Patriots and
Michael Strahan.
Okay, name other players.
The defensive player that I would have given up 3 first-round picks for, probably Michael Strahan.
I wouldn't have given up 3 for him either.
Jack, would you give up 3 first-round picks for any player in the NFL?
Fuck no.
Wow, you two just shocked me. Wow. KJ, are you with me on this or no? Because I'm going to put this on TikTok, and I want to see what everybody thinks. Because there are certain players that I would give up. Or is there any player in the NFL? I find this very interesting. Tom and Jack both agree. There's no player in the NFL, in their opinion, that they would give up 3 first-round picks.
Especially the talent coming out of college anymore, Dutch. Why would I give up a first-round pick for elite talent that's coming out of college and making an immediate impact anymore?
Yeah, and also, I mean, this draft is going to be a hell of a lot better than last year's draft. I mean, there are quarterbacks coming out. There's running backs. There's receivers like D-backs, D-line that are coming back. So I don't think it's worth giving up 3 first-round picks or even 2 first-round picks to somebody for a player. I just think it's crazy to do that. And I mean, we don't. Are you saying for the Eagles?
I would if I was the GM in if I was the GM for any NFL team, right? And you told me that if I gave up 3 first-round picks, I could get like let's say hypothetically, I'm
sorry, I'm gonna cut you off right there. I'm gonna cut you off right there. You're speaking crazy right now. Why in the hell would you give up 3 first-round picks?
We see how good it's doing. The
I was about to fucking say it if you wouldn't know. Imagine you're the Cleveland Browns. You're a franchise that your whole life your fans have suffered. Why the fuck wouldn't you just say, yo, let's put all our chips in on right now and let's go get like Patrick Mahomes or somebody if you knew they wouldn't give up. I don't think that they would give up 3 first-round picks for Patrick Mahomes. Like, I think if you went and knocked on their door right now, they want to be like, sure. I think that, like, what did they give up for Russell Wilson? 2 firsts and a second?
2 firsts, a second, and a fourth.
That is ridiculous. Like, for Russell Wilson, imagine if you're getting a younger QB. Like, QB, left tackle, and I would say edge rusher are the 3 most important positions in football. So if you tell me right now I can have a top 5, like a quarterback too, it's on a different level. That's why I think 3 first-round picks are worth it, because a quarterback literally has to be the fucking conductor of that offense. It's not like a pitcher. Like, yes, you do have to be a conductor, but pitchers don't play every game. A QB's got to go out there every game and call a good game mentally. And if they're not there, your franchise is fucked. So there are certain guys that I think that show up every Sunday that, hell, I might give up 4 first-round picks for. Call me crazy, but if you told me I could lock up Patrick Mahomes and have his contract right now, I would easily send the Chiefs 4 first-round picks. And I love Jalen Hurts, too. It's just a business at that point.
No, you're wild.
I got a quick scenario for you. What if
I'm loving this debate. It's great. We can keep going on with it, too.
What if the Colts said, hey, we want to trade away Jonathan Taylor?
No.
It's running back. No. For me, that's where I'm out. That's what these guys don't get. Running back, I'm out.
We do not need anyone right now. Our O-line's good and healthy. Our running backs are semi-healthy. Our quarterback is playing out of his world this year. Our receivers are dogs. Our defense is above average. I mean, the only reason that we aren't playing as well is because we got Jonathan Gannon at the helm. But no, I mean, our team this year, granted, I know next year we're going to lose some of these players, is phenomenal. And I don't think we need any spots to fill other than a safety, maybe, if that.
We could use a punt returner.
Use a punt returner.
Yeah, but like, how evident and critical is a punt returner to a team?
Not super critical.
Yeah, I'm with Jack on this one. You can put somebody out there.
No, I don't have to hold my breath.
Just take Covey out. Just take Covey out. Maybe that's
gonna fumble
the scenario.
one day. He's gonna fumble.
He hasn't fumbled one yet.
I just need somebody. Yes, he has. He muffed a few and recovered.
He muffed it.
There's a few he's muffed and recovered, but he has fumbled.
Do you think, Jack, that you would attribute this success of this season to Howie Roseman or to the team or a mixture? Like, who do you give this credit to? Because to me, it's obvious.
So, yeah, no, it's obviously, whatchamacallit? It's the snake in the grass. Howie.
Come on, say his name. You got to say it.
Howie Roseman. He played everyone this year. And like I said, like, he's been struggling in the past with trades and picks. But this offseason, it was phenomenal what he did for our team. And then also, I guess we got the Saints' 4th overall pick. Like, that's crazy. But the thing is, like, I think it's a contribution to Nick Sirianni actually having a full season, 2nd-year head coach in the league right now, coaching really well team. And then also giving up that offensive coordinator position that he tried to do last year to what's his name, Steichen, is a big help. The only issue is, I mean, our defense isn't bad, but Jonathan Gannon just doesn't know how to make smart calls. I mean, we have probably top 8 defenses in the league right now, and we aren't playing like we are that, because the decision making that happens after halftime is crazy. He presses the first half and then backs off, and then we get beat. And I and Zepp can say, oh, I love Jonathan Gannon. I hate that man. He makes the worst decision-making calls I've seen by any.
I agree.
So I think it's a mixture between Howie, Sirianni, and then just the team in general.
This is 100% his fault in a good way. Look, we knew what we had last year with Sirianni, and I do hear your point, Jack. I think now that it's been a full year, Jalen Hurts and him have spent a year together. Shane Steichen knows what he's doing with the offense. It's a different team offensively. The defense, however, I mean, James Bradbury, Hassan Reddick, CD, and then you go out today and bring in Robert Quinn, which we'll get to later. But that was a phenomenal signing just for depth. I think Howie Roseman is one of the few GMs in the NFL that understands that championship teams. What's up, Raphael? How we doing? Howie Roseman is one of the few GMs in the NFL that understands championship teams are built on depth, offensively and defensively, and specifically in the trenches. So I love that he realizes there are things like injury, there are things like wear and tear that are just going to happen in the postseason that you don't know about. So put all your chips in on this year. I love this move by Howie Roseman. And Jack mentioned, too, the number 4 overall pick right now, too. So you can go out and basically say, hey, what's the biggest hole in our defense right now? We're probably going to draft defense, probably safety, or maybe, linebacker. Let's go out and just grab a stud, a generational type of player right here, and just add him into the defense. And better yet, let's let him play on the defense on his rookie contract only a year after Jordan Davis. I mean, just the way this man's mind thinks, absolutely genius. And I got to give him credit. He did kind of draft pretty well this year, too. We always give him shit and say, yeah, we know in the free agency you're a wizard, but you can't draft worth a shit. Well, this year, he drafted pretty damn well. The Cam Jurgens pick, the Jordan Davis, Nakobe Dean. Damn, there's so many names on this team. I can't even get over it. It gets me so excited.
Yeah. Go ahead, KJ.
Yeah, I think it was a great move to get Robert Quinn. It was a great move, as I was saying before. But I mean, the players we got now. I mean, I'm very happy, and I think Howie has really flipped the switch in general. He has flipped the switch.
I just flipped the switch.
Yeah, he literally has. So it's crazy. I mean, I went from hating him last year to freaking loving him. So. He's done a great job, and he's set up this team for success. And I mean, honestly, getting this move today just helped us out a bunch, and let's keep it going.
Hey, you see Howie Roseman in a bar. What are you saying to him?
I'm buying that man a freaking shot.
I'm buying him a shot, or you know what? I'm giving him a big bear hug. Probably picking him up because I've met him in real life before, and he's a small guy.
Is he about as big as Dutch?
Yeah, he actually probably is.
Look out, guys. Future GM of the Eagles right here. I have the body type for it, I'm just saying.
I can hear Tommy. Dutch, can I please get a job? No, you can't, Tommy. No.
Tom probably wouldn't want to work for the Eagles if he could pick any Philly sports organization. We all know where he would reside.
Fighting.
The ballpark.
The ballpark.
Tom, you know what's better than sitting at the ballpark? You know what's a better feeling? There are a few things, but one of them we actually just experienced last week. There's nothing like whooping that Dallas Cowboys ass, right, Tommy?
Oh, yeah.
How are you feeling last Sunday night after that game? Like, what were the vibes like at the Salucci household?
After the Dallas game?
Yeah.
Let me paint a picture for you, Dutch.
Oh, wait, we were together at the game.
Yeah.
It's been so long. Bye-week blues. Paint a picture for me, Tom.
Let me paint you a picture. Here, the boys are chilling. The Bud Light beer flowing. And the golden liquid slowly gets guzzled down. And I chant, Dallas sucks. Dallas sucks. Dallas sucks.
This sucks.
Dallas sucks.
And guess what? As we were leaving the stadium, there's this Karen. She's wearing a Dakota Prescott jersey. And she's bitching and complaining about how Dallas fans would never chant like Philly sucks, Philly sucks. Are you kidding me?
I call bullshit.
Their whole bane in existence is talking about how they think the Eagles suck. Keyword think. Because record since 2000 easily proves it. They haven't won in a playoff game since even DVDs were invented. Forget streaming. So let me just put it to you that way. The record speaks for itself. And the vibes were immaculate. Now getting home was a mess. I had to take a subway, 2 Ubers to get home. Like, it was a mess because no one wants to come to Glen Mills from Philadelphia. Yeah, so I had to take a train to Spring Garden Street, take an Uber back to Springfield and Delco, then go from Springfield to Glen Mills that way because
no one cares.
No one cares about Glen Mills.
No one cares.
The vibes were immaculate, Dutch.
Yeah, no. For
you could have went with us, motherfucker.
Yeah, 2 days
you
straight. I was playing Sweet Victory in my car. Sweet Victory.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, who doesn't love when the Eagles take down the Cowboys in Lincoln Financial Field? I'm getting chills right now, even though it wasn't a meaningful game at all. Just seeing the Cowboys walk off that field on TV with their head down because they just lost the game made me so happy. And also, I have family in Dallas, and texting them that Dallas sucks after the game was over. Oh, made me feel so much better.
And you know what made it? And it was the cherry on top to a perfect weekend too.
Oh, for sure.
Name the last time y'all beat us before this year. All right, the last time we all beat you before this year probably was the year that we won the Super Bowl when we humiliated you guys 6-0 in a meaningless game. But the time before that was the same year when we won a Super Bowl. Let me ask you a question now in the comments. When was the last time that your biggest achievement wasn't beating the Philadelphia Eagles in the season? Sorry. Go ahead, Andrew. Because we win Super Bowls. We don't look forward to, yes, whooping that Cowboys ass is fun. But look, man, I'm trying to get another ring. My biggest concern isn't whooping your ass this year. My biggest concern is putting your ass in the dirt like I already know we're going to do. And then going out and winning a Super Bowl while you sit at home on your couch and watch.
Oh, yeah. Dallas sucks.
Oh!
Yeah.
Sorry. Anyway,
yeah.
That's my Dallas rant for you guys. Cowboys fans, it's just steady in that group. I mean, Jack puts up with it. Tom puts up with it. If you guys aren't in the NFC East Trash Talk Facebook group yet.
And it's crazy that they put they had the defense Dallas #1 and receiving Dallas #1. And I made a comment yeah, it's funny how they put themselves #1 when they in reality are ass. So Cowboys fans, get out of here. Get out of here, please.
Is this guy the Cowboys killer, Jack? I mean, 2 picks in that game, dude.
Yeah, no, and also he had a pick after coming off the field injured. And this man is a dog. So this, I mean, and like I said, he wasn't really doing too much. I don't think, I didn't think personally until this game, and then he popped off. He is a dog, and I mean, I'm glad we picked him up, and he loves Philly. And the fact that he had 2 interceptions in one of our biggest regular season games makes it even better. So this man is a dog, and he is the Dallas killer for sure.
Sorry, Andrew. I just had to let you know as a Cowboys fan, it's all love. Every Batman needs a Robin. Don't take it personally. But KJ, I mean, you were at the game too. I mean, were you going absolutely crazy after that second pick?
Oh, I was going insane.
How was PSG?
Well, PSG was pumped up. Oh yeah, that Dallas fight we were whooping. Oh yeah, it was nice and tasty. Texas toast was nice. So
they say everything's bigger in Texas, and when we come to Dallas, we're gonna give you a big ass whooping.
Yes, we give him a Texas whooping for sure. Oh yeah, whoop the Texas toast butt.
So, but it was awesome because also shout out to Cowboy Chris in here.
Shout out to you, bro.
We made a little bet, and I am so happy I did not have to purchase and waste my money on a trash Cowboys hat and go to Lids, but Cowboy Chris had to show and go around Texas with an Eagles hat and say "Fly Eagles Fly" in the doctor's office, in Home Depot, in other stores, I believe, in the supermarket. I got a bunch of videos from him, and I'll tell you one thing right now. He is a man of his word. I will give it to him. He is a man of his word. And yeah, it was really cool to see him with an Eagles hat on. And hopefully the Eagles hat to be sent to me. And I can't wait to wear it. So
was it a good look on him? Do you think he should wear it more? I think he looked really handsome in it.
Good. And I can notice when I was FaceTiming him, or I think it was FaceTime, and he had the Eagles hat on. The Cowboys hats were in the background, and I could see they were just all upset and everything. I was like, yeah, he's going to replace you. He's going to replace you. Better watch out.
Guys, lay off Andrew in the comments. Andrew's a good dude. We just play him. But in all seriousness, Cowboys Chris, I really think that green brings out your eyes, man. I'm just saying. But Tommy, I mean, what was your take on this dude when he got that second pick? What did we look like in the stands? Give me the POV. Accurate. I mean, I'll say this.
I'll give you a visual of the Cowboys fans that were sitting right behind us.
Yeah, we had some Cowboys fans in our section, and there was a drunk Eagles fan telling them CeeDee Lamb can suck a you know what. So it was pretty funny. It was hilarious, and they were
we had CeeDee Lamb on locks that game. Yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah.
You guys know what my favorite part about this dude is that nobody's really talked about yet, and maybe they did, but I missed it. But I don't think so. Malcolm Jenkins' understudy. I don't know if you spent one season with Malcolm Jenkins or two when they were in New Orleans together. But I love that. I wonder if that affected Howie Roseman's decision into making a move for him, thinking, okay, this guy has similar qualities to Malcolm Jenkins, similar ball hawk skills, great instincts, and he's learned from Malcolm Jenkins. I don't know. I think Malcolm Jenkins should definitely get a Gardner Johnson jersey, though, because they got a lot in common. And, man, what does he have? He had 2 picks in the Dallas game and then 1 pick in his – does he have 3 picks with us so far this season?
Yeah,
or 3 picks total? Throughout all, just with us?
With us, he's got 3 picks.
Wow, that's really good. And I mean, 28 solo tackles, so he's not just a ball hawk safety. I mean, he's going to hit you when he needs to. So, I mean, he's not the hardest hitter, but he's going to be able to lay the lumber when he needs to. And those instincts are why I love him.
He's kind of got a lot of instincts that remind me of Rodney McLeod as well.
Yeah, in a way, I definitely could see your point with that.
So, yeah.
And moving on, fellas, last topic of the night before we get into the fun topic, it is the Battle of Pennsylvania today. And who better to tell you about the Battle of PA than somebody that's living through it all week with his roommate? Jackson, what's going to happen on Sunday? And I guess tell everybody we'll be there, too. Tell them that they'll find us.
Yeah. So we are going to the Eagles-Cowboys. Wow. Eagles-Steelers game. And you know, Arrow is my roommate, and he's a diehard Steelers fan, and he's kind of done with the Steelers for this season. So vibes are gonna be high. He gets very emotional and aggressive with his Steelers team. So I'm gonna try to avoid him because when they do something bad, it's when I witness it at my house, it's crazy because he gets angry. But no, this is gonna be a good game. I mean, we saw that Kenny Pickett is the dude. He, had a rough game, first game, and then he got injured last week. And then this week, even though they lost, he had some dots that, no rookie quarterback could complete. So Kenny Pickett is the man. And also, who's he throwing to? All right, George Pickens. George Pickens is a dog. I'm sure you guys have seen his catch with the one-handed snag. He's a dog. And I think, like Arrow said, those two people will be in Pittsburgh for the next 10 years. I mean, he is on them for sure. And he's excited to see what they do. So it's gonna be I think it's gonna be a pissing match. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be an easy game at all.
PSG, is it gonna be a pissing match?
It is going to be a good game, I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. The Battle of Pennsylvania, the Keystone State, the best state in America. But the Eagles are the future of Pennsylvania. Yeah, so honestly, the way I see it is the Eagles are the future of Pennsylvania. They're the future team of Pennsylvania. The Steelers, they're kind of going to keep on declining in general. But yeah, I think this is going to be a good game. I think the Eagles are really going to they're going to show their their power, I guess you could say. But it might be a little hard too because we did come off a bye, and the Steelers did just play the Dolphins. Did they beat the Dolphins? I don't exactly
No,
remember.
they lost the last second pick.
Okay, they lost.
Yeah.
But I just think the inexperience with Kenny Pickett, I just don't think – and I think also he grew up as an Eagles fan. I think he's going to be overwhelmed because apparently he was the year that his senior year, Pitt, he actually went to an Eagles game and watched it with his dad. So he was an Eagles fan. So that might actually be weird for him to be on that field playing against the Eagles, maybe intimidating some guys like Fletcher Cox he looked up to.
Or he's going to pop off
and
play out of his mind against the Eagles.
What do you think, MV3?
It happen.
We're going to win.
Yep.
Score prediction?
35-21. I'm going to go with that.
What about who's our leading rusher?
Sanders for sure. Yeah, he's going to get 1 touchdown, 90 yards probably, like always. Hurts 4 touchdowns. No, 2 touchdowns. And then
two passing?
2 passing, 1 rushing, and then probably like that, which is pretty good.
Tommy,
it's gonna be a blowout. Like, you guys are talking very nicely, very highly of Kenny Pickett. Just stop.
I was not.
They suck this year.
I was not.
They suck. But Kenny Pickett, he's got small
I
hands.
love this side of Tommy.
He's got small hands. We know what that means.
Those gloves.
It's small gloves.
Yep.
Kenny Pickett, Kenny Schmickett.
What?
Kenny Pickett, Kenny Schmickett. I don't give a fuck. Birds in fucking the third quarter. The game's over in the third quarter. We're fucking winning it then.
Birds by the first quarter. 28-0 at halftime. 31-14 at the end. Because we fall asleep in the second.
So this bye could be a cursing and a blessing because one big thing that they've struggled with all season was playing 4 quarters, and hopefully they made some transitions in the bye because that really is our Achilles heel. So if we can play a good 4 quarters, go up by half, I think the final score is going to be 35-21 Eagles.
Damn. KJ, score prediction?
I'm going to go with I'm going to say the Eagles, they score 31. I'm going to say the Steelers are going to have 17. I think that's going to be the final score, 31-17. I think Jalen will ball out. And Miles Sanders seems to always have a good game against the Steelers. He's from the Pittsburgh area. He plays with a chip on his shoulder every time he plays them. He always says that. So I think he's going to come out lights out, and he is going to ball out for sure. So expect a big game from Miles Sanders and expect a big game from our receivers as well. I think A.J. Brown is going to light them up.
I hope so. But yeah, that's all the substantial topics we have for you.
Time for everybody's favorite part of the show, 302 Trivia, with your host, Jack Dorden, the mayor of Delaware.
Hey, I'm ready for this time. Sorry, guys. Sorry about last time. The question of the week was John Runyon was the hold up. I lost it. Fuck. I lied to you guys.
I thought you were ready.
I
John
screwed it up.
Is the 3rd Congressional District Congressman for New Jersey from 2013 to 2015. True or false? It was true.
2011.
Bam! It's fucking Tommy's trivia tonight, bitch.
Time for everybody's favorite part of the show.
302.
That is never happening again. Tommy is never taking my.
Tommy just
outspoke.
Hold on. Ballpark Tommy just proved that baseball is better because baseball is a mental sport, and we can think unlike those meatheads in football.
Hey, you better watch it there, ballpark, Tommy.
Tom, you also
better watch what you say about football
because the last time
it's
you
a
played
man
football,
sport. Oh yeah.
The last
I
time you
couldn't
played
hear
football,
you over that. What did you say, Jack?
But you hate football because the last time you played football, didn't you injure your shoulder pretty badly?
Oh
No, I played last week. What are you
I don't have
talking
that
about?
button, or I would use it. I gotta still upload it, but one day I will put that button back on here. Because if you know, and you're a true 302 Birds fan, you're a true 302 Birds fan. But Tommy, I want to kick it to you. What is your favorite Halloween candy and
Three
why?
Musketeers.
God damn, that was quick. All right, give me a reason why.
It's
Like,
delicious. The nougat. It's fluffy. It's delicious. I could eat Three Musketeers all day. Like, I can roll up with just a bag of Three Musketeers and just like eat those fun-sized ones all day long.
Let me ask you a question. When did you learn that like, is this something that has been since kindergarten? Is this something that you learned in middle school?
Middle school.
Okay. And
It's
like
all that they're like, I was hungry one day, saw it was in a vending machine, got it, and was like, oh my God, this is delicious. And like, haven't looked back.
Was it refrigerated? Was it cold? Because that definitely
No.
matters, I think.
No, it was not. It was not.
Oh,
cold.
you got to try one in the freezer. I'm gonna mail
I've
you
had
one.
them frozen. I've had them
Chilled.
I've had them refrigerated. I've made what you call it, gelati or whatever it's called. Gelato. Sorry, I drew a blank. As a Paisani. What you call it? As a Italian, I should have just known that. But I made gelato out of it. Like I've gone to the extreme lengths. A close second is Reese's. I do love my Reese's and have made many things with Reese's, but Three Musketeers takes the cake.
And let us know in the comments, guys, what is your favorite Halloween candy? Can we get two answers? Can we get one from KJ McCoy and one from PSG?
All right. Here's the answer from KJ McCoy. So KJ McCoy would say Lifesavers. I don't know why, but I've always just loved Lifesavers.
Gummy or hard candy?
The gummies. I don't know why, but yeah, those are probably one of my favorites too. Probably go Skittles as well. But for PSG, well, you guys know what candy I would probably you have to have a Snickers because you're not you when you're hungry. Snickers. Yeah. Oh yeah. You have to have it. Yes, get Betty White out now. Rest in peace.
I'm going to lay her out. Rest in peace. But I'm going to lay her out if she has a Dallas jersey.
Yes.
Yeah. So, you guys
What's
all
yours?
know.
The white van with that look?
No, you guys all know. I'm not a big Halloween fan at all. When I was a kid, my favorite candy that I got had to be Kit Kats. Kit Kats are phenomenal. They are good in anything. Ice cream, frozen, anything. Kit Kats make me happy. And I love being happy. So Kit Kats make me happy. So that's why I like them.
Well, you guys heard it here first. I mean, Kit Kat, Three Musketeers, and freaking Lifesavers. Come sponsor us. But I'll give you guys my answer. I have two. Like, because there's two different genres for me. There's a candy genre, which is like hard candy, like Smarties, sweet stuff, all that. And then there's chocolate. I think chocolate deserves its own category because everybody has their own favorite chocolate candy, and then everybody just has their favorite general sweet, sugary, whatever. Chocolate-wise, Reese's. How did nobody say Reese's?
That's not chocolate.
I said it was a second for me.
Nope, it's number one. Reese's is America's candy, made right here in Hershey, Pennsylvania, Tommy. I don't know if Three Musketeers is. They might be. But
it's made in Pennsylvania. There's a Mars factory in Pennsylvania.
Oh, well, it's not Hershey. So you know what? Screw them. I ride with Hershey. I'm on the Hershey train. So
I ride
with Philly
Hershey.
put the Reese's in the freezer, in the refrigerator, like me and Tom were talking about as two old men. Mwah. You Italians would pat me on the back for that. If we are talking about regular candy, it would probably be a Jolly Rancher, another Hershey company product. Cherry one, obviously the best. Watermelon close second. Then blue raspberry for me. I'm sorry. I like the fruity ones a little bit more. But shout out to our buddy, too, Ed, the Blow Pop. The Blow Pop is an awesome one, too. It's got gum. It's got phenomenal hard candy. If I ever see a Blow Pop in, like, Walmart, I'm picking up one of them. I don't care. They're like 25 cents, too, or 50 cents. They're really cheap. So I think that's a pretty good bang for your buck, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, whatever.
But that's all we got for you guys tonight. Nothing really else. As always, happy Halloween. Please stay safe. I want to thank all 3 of these guys and our guests for dressing up tonight. I appreciate you all. And as always, God bless, go Birds. Jack, tell them what it is.
And Doorknob, it's an outro, not an intro.
Oh, yeah.
So
Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
that was literally
Oh, yeah.
that was literally so